The youngest poison peddler was 21. The oldest was 66.
More than a dozen suspected drug dealers are arrested in Operation Meth Side Story. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley says a 2.5-month investigation in the Bunnell and Mondex areas led to 13 arrests.
The most prolific poison peddler was an individual named Twain Slater, who's been arrested in Flagler County 26 times, 11 felonies, 15 misdemeanors.
Staley also pointed out suspected drug dealer John Nicolicchia Jr.
He's 66 years old, but he has a dubious distinction of having the oldest and longest criminal history. He started his criminal behavior in 1973 in North Carolina for a burglary. Since then, he's been arrested 56 times.
Staley says 5 suspected drug dealers are still on the loose. His advice?
Turn yourself in. You're going to get caught. You're going to go to jail. You just don't know when.
As part of the raid, Staley says they seized more than $30,000 in suspected drug money, as well as enough drugs to kill the entire population of Palm Coast. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
A bomb threat is found to be a hoax at Flagler Technical College Thursday. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
The caller gave specific information indicating that he had found a bomb at FTC.
Staley says deputies and canines swept the building.
FTC was evacuated. Flagler Palm Coast High School, which had summer classes going on, was placed in lockdown. After a thorough search, it was determined that this was a prank call, which is a felony offense in Florida.
The threat was one of several made to college campuses in Volusia and St. Johns counties. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
The Flagler Beach City Commission held a workshop yesterday to discuss the future of City Manager William Whitson. Whitson's job is under scrutiny after the city failed to apply for a tourism grant and was unable to put on a fireworks show to celebrate the 4th of July. Whitson defended his job performance and said the city has a lot of challenges ahead of it.
I came in, the project board was around 30-something projects. Today it's 71. All those projects are important. My focus is on what you can't see. There are things happening underground, the drinking water pipes, the sewer lines, the transmission system, the wastewater plant, all the things that are what I would call back office or out of sight, out of mind, have been put in decades ago and they've reached their useful life. And unfortunately, that's falling on all of our watch. I want to make this community proud, but when times get tough, teams pull together.
Flagler Beach City Commissioner Ken Bryan said to begin a search for a new city manager might be more trouble than it's worth.
I don't want to see him go because there's a number of reasons why. It took us almost a year to get a new city manager in. Where were we during those times? We're sort of in a holding pattern, like out in the ocean. We're not moving, we're not coming shore, we're not going out. If we were to go through this process again, God knows what's going to happen because we have a lot of balls in the air right now. And who knows, we may not even be able to get somebody else on board because when you look at social media and what's going on and how everyone is looking at us right now, I can tell you right now, there's no way would I apply for a job at Flagler Beach right now because we don't have the communications that we need in order to move forward, work together, and get the job done.
Perhaps his harshest critic, Flagler Beach Mayor Susie Johnston, did not hold back.
Just 14 short months ago, we were sitting at this dais. We were excited to have a new city manager. And in that short tenure, we've had some big misses for this city. We've lost grants. I've been lied to. Everyone's heard a lot of excuses. This is a small city of 5,000 residents. We cannot have major misses. And I have a concern that William doesn't have the same vision as the city as the rest of the residents do. And I think we have a decision to make, and I understand that it's difficult to run a city without a city manager with lots of projects on the table. But sometimes we have to do what the residents are asking for because we love our city and we know what's best for our city because we've lived here the longest.
The commission will follow the recommendation of Commissioner Deborah Phillips to review City Manager William Whitson's progress in 90 days. Flagler County voters should check their mailboxes for an important upcoming election document.
Supervisor of Elections Katie Lenhart says it's a preview for an election next month.
The sample ballot is for the upcoming primary election. The primary will be held on August 23rd. So the sample is sent out in advance for people to be able to see what will be on the ballot and for them to be able to research those candidates. And they can even mark the sample ballot in advance and bring it with them when they go to vote.
If voters want to learn more about the candidates,
they can go on our website, flaglerelections.gov, and through the candidate and committee section, if they click on each name, a lot of the candidates have provided to us a biography. And a lot of the candidates do have a campaign website, and we'll link to that directly so that they can learn more about each candidate.
Lenhart says an important deadline for voters is approaching.
If people want to change their party or if they have not yet registered to vote, if they moved here recently and they haven't registered yet, the deadline to change the party or to register is July 25th.
For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
The chair of the Flagler County Commission reflects on earning advanced status at a recent conference.
All 5 Flagler County Commissioners have achieved an advanced designation from the Institute for County Government during the Florida Association of Counties conference held recently. Chair Joe Mullins continues to serve on the FAC Federal Policy Committee and the Agriculture and Rural Affairs Policy Committee. Flagler County Commissioner Joe Mullins.
It's an honor to be a part of that organization and to be a commissioner. We as leaders of the community need to be trained and be at our best that we can be. Certainly, I'm just like everybody else in the community. I'm full of flaws and need direction from people who've done it a lot longer. And this organization has that experience. Doesn't guarantee you're going to be perfect, as I show every day, but it makes you make better relationships and stronger input.
As the highest designation offered by ICG, commissioners are challenged to confront the most intricate and complex issues that face Florida. Mullins says these commissioners who volunteer to dedicate time and energy into learning and earning this designation exemplify the quality of leaders we have on a local level in Florida. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
What employment opportunities will there be at the new hospital on Palm Coast Parkway?
Advent Health Palm Coast Chief Operating Officer Wally Dacchino says there will be several and some hiring will happen this year.
As early as probably August, we are already going to start posting many of the positions that we know that it takes a little longer to find the right team member. The list is complete. We know how many we will need to hire, and the project will start, like I said, in August.
Dacchino said Advent Health will also pull medical personnel from their Palm Coast hospital as needed. You can listen to Flagler Health Matters on WNZF on Saturday mornings at 11:30. It's on the Flagler radio app anytime you want to listen. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
The weekend is here. Stacy with Fun for Augie Kids will tell you about all the family fun going on in Flagler County.
This afternoon, the Flagler County Library is hosting their Tween Club event. This is a time for tweens in grades 4 through 7 to have fun together at the library with hands-on activities and crafts. Lowe's Home Improvement is hosting a free treasure chest kit workshop tomorrow. In this hands-on workshop, kids will construct a creative container to store their own little gems and trinkets. A kids' field day is taking place tomorrow. Children ages 2 through 16 are invited to come out to the James F. Holland Memorial Park and play, laugh, meet new friends, eat, and win. Join Palm Coast Parks and Recreation to explore nature and paddle Princess Place Preserve. Bring your own kayak, stand-up paddleboard, or canoe and get your miles in on the water. To learn more about these events and others, please visit us on our website at fun4augiekids.com. Have a great weekend.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.